Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Emily. Hello, Mary. Hope you're
Hope you're
well.
well. Welcome back to Vegan Yums Live.
And the last time we will be live from this space.
Yes, yep, it's true. My lease is up and I'm leaving. I'm leaving on a jet plane.
We'll get into that in a moment.
We will.
We will. So we just filmed a couple reaction videos.
Yeah.
So we still got a few videos coming out in this location. But yeah, it's a little bittersweet.
But well, yep. Last time, I don't know what that was. Last time we said that I was leaving. It was a little bit clickbaity. I was just going to Calgary for a little bit, but now I'm like moving out of Toronto for a while. And yeah, I'm going back to my parents' house for a bit, saving up some money, and then going to Calgary for a really long time. But that doesn't mean that Vegan Yums is over by any means at all. We are still going to be doing the lives every Monday. We'll just do it remotely like how we did when we had the stay-at-home order in Toronto. And we'll still have reactions as well together. It'll just be chopped up, sort of, like over a Zoom call, kind of.
Yeah.
So don't you fret. You're gonna see a lot more nature stuff, all kinds of things. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. My choice to move out of Toronto is based on just the lockdowns here have been a lot because there's obviously a lot of cases. But my boyfriend and I had a conversation, and we just really want to be in nature more and have more space. And it's a lot cheaper in Calgary than it is here. So we just have a little lifestyle change, and then we'll see we'll probably stay in Calgary for like a year, and then after that we'll see how we're feeling, if we want to come back to Toronto or if we want to go elsewhere in the world. So that's the rundown.
Hi, Pablo.
Hi, Pablo.
Well, yeah. So last live in this space, we were going to get pizza because I told Taylor we should get, like, as her last supper, whatever she'll kind of miss from Toronto. So we tried to order pizza from our favorite pizza place, but they're closed on Mondays. So instead we got Ethiopian food, which we also really love.
Yeah.
But we ate a bunch of it because we were hungry while we were filming. Maybe you can show them up close.
Yeah, I don't want to spill the injera everywhere. Oh, jeez. All right, it's coming at you, folks.
It's a bit messy. I spilled a lot of bits.
All right, here we go. So it's a bunch of little...
Yeah, so if you've never had Ethiopian, it's super vegan friendly. They do obviously cook meat in their cuisine, but they do a lot of vegan stuff. So like lentils and all kinds of cooked veggies, and oh my god, like the spicing is just perfection.
It is so good.
The injera is like a super spongy bread.
Yeah, and it's a little sour.
Yeah,
but it's delicious. It's really fun.
Mum is watching. Carrie says, "Hi, moving so far away, crying face. Sorry for just being mama. Love you." I'm sad too, Carrie. Honestly, I'm pretty sad.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a little bit of change to make sure that, I don't know, to shake things up and grow a little bit and all those good things. But, oh, Mary's having pizza.
What's on your pizza?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
Yum.
Alrighty. So let's
going
get
on
into
with
our
you?
personal updates.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Marley?
Guys, can we put these? Okay.
Yeah.
As many of you may know, I'm an actor and I'm a screenwriter. And one of my projects got a $100,000 grant, an Arts Council grant this week. We previously shot the pilot of this web series with a government grant of about $5,000, which is, if you know anything about the film industry, that's like a really small budget. So we have been given $100,000 to continue and finish the series. And we are definitely going to try to get even more money. And I'm really excited. I'm in it. I play one of the lead characters, and yeah, we're working with some like amazing people. We have such a good crew. We're gonna get to like build sets. It's gonna be so cool.
Wow.
So I'll keep you guys posted the whole way through. I could even like vlog some of the experience if that's interesting to you, like what writers' rooms are like, what it's like on set and things like that. So I'm really excited. And then I got like a smaller grant too. our friend Evelyn and I have been writing a new musical, and we got a smaller grant that will help pay for us to continue our work.
Very exciting.
Yeah. I
Yay.
was floored. I was bartending.
Oh.
And I noticed that there was an update to my email. It was like, your application's been processed. I checked my email expecting like a rejection because it's a big grant.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a lot of competition for it, and I got it. And I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
$100,000.
That is so exciting.
Thanks, guys.
Yay.
It's simple. Love the vegan cheese pizza. Yum. Yum, yum.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. I think this is so exciting, and I can't wait to see the process. I think that's such a good idea to document it.
Yeah, and
lovely.
Last time when we shot the pilot, we had a completely vegan craft services.
Amazing.
Because I'm vegan, the director's vegan, Connor is plant-based.
Oh,
my co-writer.
I didn't know that.
So yeah,
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yay, yay, yay. Thanks, guys. Hi, Terry. Let us know. Hi, Kitty Lover. Let us know if you're here. Kitty Lover just watched our Sanctuary vlog. Loved it, by the way. I'm craving a non-dairy dilly bar now. They're so good.
Yeah.
As we said, I think in the video, we expected them to be coconutty, and they just weren't, which is great.
We love that. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm very excited. I'm really hoping that, and we kind of said it in the vlog too, that they come out with more vegan options. Yeah. Like maybe you can
Buster bar.
Yeah, Buster bar. I love Buster bars. Or which for anyone who doesn't know, it's like ice cream, vanilla ice cream layered with fudge and peanuts, and then ice cream again, and then fudge, and then peanuts, and then covered in chocolate. So freaking good. And then also if they make blizzards vegan, if you could just be like, can I get it with vegan ice cream? Yeah. You get an Oreo blizzard. Yep. Oh.
Yep.
So that's what I'm looking forward to in the development of vegan stuff.
So the Sanctuary vlog is so good, guys. It's so cute. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure you watch it. It has so many like fun moments and funny moments. I get taken out by a goat. I also like the end Easter egg you put in of the dog
the little dog licking Mike's face. Yeah. It was so cute. I was like, I have to put this in. It's so sweet. So yeah, check out our vlog. We have a part 2 coming out where we kind of teased it at the end of the Sanctuary vlog that we found out that our Airbnb host actually was the person who ran the shelter for like pet animals. Kind of.
Like domestic animals,
Yes, yeah.
So we went and spent like a couple hours meeting all like dogs, cats, snakes, this 35-pound cat named Boots, who has lost weight. We saw an update this week. Boots lost 3 pounds, which
is the equivalent
of 20 pounds for like an average sized human.
Which is incredible.
And I love Boots. I kind of want to go back and adopt her.
You should. I think you should.
I love her.
I think you should. I think you should. Do you think Boots and Piper would get along?
Who's to say? Piper doesn't. I don't know. You should. There's totally a market for it. They should. There's totally a market for it.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds delicious. Very good. Yes.
Very good.
Yes. What else did we do this week?
Our sweatshirts. We made all the sweatshirts from the pre-order.
Yes.
And now, live, they've been sent away. So expect them in up to 4 to...
Well, it depends on where you are in the world. If you're Pablo, it might take a while.
Minimum 4 weeks.
If you're in Ontario, there are a couple of shipments to like Ottawa and stuff. Yeah. Those could just take like a few days.
Yeah. Same with the US. So stay tuned for those. If you missed on the pre-order, if you missed the pre-order, you can also check out our Etsy. I don't know if we have it linked in the description.
I put it in our Instagram bio, our link tree.
So you can go to our Instagram and you can check out our... Oh, yeah, it's definitely not in the... Oops. But we have an Etsy. So even if you go on Etsy and look up Vegan Yums, one word, you're going to find sweaters and hats, embroidered hats, dad hats. So check that out. We also are going to be doing shirts, T-shirts. So if you're interested in that, that will also be available. And we also have a completely new design coming out as well. So stay tuned for that. It's very fun. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the shirt update. Saw your TikTok about Boots. I can't wait. Yeah, we want to include some updates for Boots as well in the vlog. Yeah. And also just like we want to keep y'all updated. Oh, thank you. Marley just put it in the chat for anyone who wants to look at our Etsy. And we're just hoping to make it grow more. Just making vegan shirts and things and putting them on there and then.
Because our goal is not just like, we never wanted to just make merch that is just like extra stuff in the world, but like a lot of vegan apparel we don't think is super cool, and like we just wanted like something that is vegan apparel but yet like isn't the most like obvious screaming vegan apparel in the world. Like we don't want to put like the word vegan on a shirt. So just like stuff that obviously we want to wear, essentially.
Yes. Exactly. And then we'll just keep growing as it grows. Oreo says, I always forget you're an actor. I watched one of your videos on Instagram and honestly thought what you were saying in the video was happening with you IRL.
Oh.
One of the monologue slams?
Probably, the one from Girls where I'm like crying at a guy. No, I'm just an actor. Yes.
So good.
Yes, Pablo wants a t-shirt. I wish we had done this earlier so we could have put it in with your...
Yeah, right?
Oh well.
Yes. Is that everything that we have? Oh. Did I kind of jump ahead and do this already?
A little bit. Well, you're moving, and what are you kind of... moving is stressful. Are you feeling stressed? Or are you feeling okay?
Yeah, like a little bit. The thing is that my apartment, a lot of the furniture isn't mine. So I'm just selling off, like we have a desk here and I have some other stuff. So I'm just selling off what little stuff I have pretty much, and then just bringing my clothes. And originally we were going to get a moving van, but those are expensive and we're not coming back to the place where we got it. So my dad is being very kind. My mom as well is coming down and they're taking my stuff away on their truck. Yeah. Which is great. So I'm not feeling like super stressed, but I'll probably be a little bit more stressed tomorrow because there's a lot to clean. Yeah.
And you're just packing and stuff.
Just packing up my stuff. But I don't have like an insane amount of things. I do appreciate moving for the fact that I purge a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I just get rid of all the things that stress me out in the clutter. So I'm excited about that.
What are you gonna miss and not miss about Toronto or like city life?
I'm gonna miss the vegan food.
Yeah.
But the flip side of that is that I'm gonna be making more food at home. Yeah. Which I think is good. Yeah. But I will really miss the vegan food. I'll miss all of our like awesome friends here because we really do. In the past couple of weeks, we've been kind of saying goodbye to people, and it's really shown us, especially after the pandemic. I think we kind of forgot because Shane and I are pretty introverted. We don't like necessarily need socializing. Sometimes we have to force ourselves to socialize, especially after the pandemic when it was just us and we were just like hanging out alone all the time. But seeing our friends again really showed us that we have amazing people here, and including Marley, and not to take it for granted and to, really appreciate it. So we do.
Yeah, I was out with a friend for coffee earlier, and we were kind of talking about like how much we both love the city and like we would never move to anywhere smaller than Toronto, but that it is really easy in the city to isolate yourself and not actually take advantage of it. It's like really easy to just stay in your condo and like Uber Eat stuff to your house and like it sometimes you have to force yourself out of your condo and be like, okay, I'm gonna go like actually enjoy this like incredible city I live in.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. So I'm also, the food, the people, but I'm excited to kind of have like more nature, like I said before, like a bit more, I don't know, like I grew up in a really small town, so I think just kind of revisiting how that feels. Like I'm looking for a bit more like peace and calm, whereas here it is a lot of go, 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 and it's a lot of people all the time, and I'm just excited to kind of take a step back and slow down for a little bit. Not that, given the year that everyone has had, it's been kind of slow, but I'm looking to do it in a more like introspective and on my terms sort of way. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not forever, so.
Taylor says moving couches is the worst. Well, let me tell you,
Marley.
Taylor, about a very specific couch called the gray couch in my living room that has been in the past 3 living rooms I've lived in. My friends know this couch well. It is a sofa bed, and it weighs a ton. It weighs hundreds of pounds.
It's very, very heavy. All of Marley's furniture is very, very heavy.
Yeah. In my original apartment that we first had it in, we had to pulley it into the house.
Yeah.
I had my two of my guy friends try to move it, but because there were like these narrow stairwells in that, it was a third floor walk up, we couldn't get it up. And one of my friends just kind of has like a weird genius brain, and he was like, let's pulley it. And I was like, that's insane. And he was like, no, I'm serious, let's go to Home Hardware. So him and our other friend Andy pulleyed it in, and then when we were moving out into my condo that I moved out of recently, we hired movers because we were like, we can't, we're small women. We can't move this ourselves. We just can't. So we're hiring movers, and we explained to the moving company, like, the whole situation. Like, the main reason we're hiring you is to move this couch. Yeah. We can move everything else ourselves. We need you to move this couch. The movers get there. They're basically like teenage boys, and they're like, oh no, that's dangerous. We're not moving that. And we were like, that's not okay. But they had also come late, so we were so behind. We were going to lose our elevator time at the condo that we were moving into. So my roommate was just like, okay, like, fuck it, I guess we're going to like leave the couch. And then my old landlord, just an old Polish man, and his nephew just pulleyed it out.
Oh my God.
No questions asked, no problem. Probably just tied rope around it. Like, I don't even think they used pulley. A pulley itself. I think they just like tied rope around it.
Yeah.
And I still have it.
Yeah.
But it weighs like 4,000 pounds.
It's very, very heavy. Because I'm so, and I'm sure a lot of you are just used to IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
And Marley has like older furniture with like, not real wood, but like thick wood.
Yeah.
Designed to last a long time.
Yeah.
And so I helped her move this last time, and it's like everything was so heavy. I was like, buy IKEA furniture.
And imagine that was with like elevators on both ends of the move, and that's never happened before.
Oh my God.
Oreo says you're moving away, so you must have missed the beginning. Taylor is just moving to within Canada. You're going to your family's, which is just a few hours away from here at first, and then planning on going out to Calgary. And then seeing what happens from there. It doesn't mean that Vegan Yums is over or anything. We are still going to make the effort of doing remote filming, and Taylor's going to be like back and forth a little bit for a while. And maybe I'll go visit her in Smith Fall. Oh, I shouldn't say where your parents live. Near Ottawa. And then maybe I'll go to Calgary too. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So
but also, we really like want to be in a position eventually where we can actually do Vegan Yums travel.
Yes.
And do actual travel vlogs too. So we're going to keep looking towards that.
Yeah, 100%. Mary lived in my house for 25 years. Cannot imagine moving my stuff somewhere else.
I know. It's brutal. Yeah. It's brutal. How does this move? Yeah. The couch from Friends. Totally.
Pivot.
Yeah. Congrats on the grant, Marley. Hi, Adriana. Yes. Oh, yeah. So our friends helped us. Brad and Mike from Philosia Pictures, who I've known for years. They're amazing. And
they're great. Yeah. So they helped us out. They got a lot of really, really great footage. And it was interesting for me because I was editing it, and I've never edited with more than one camera. Yeah. And so it was really interesting trying to like color match everything, and I don't know if it really works.
I didn't notice.
Really?
All, yeah.
Okay, good, because my camera makes it look a certain way, and then the other camera was like super warm and really saturated, and then the other camera was completely like neutral, like because that's designed to be color graded in post. Yeah. And so I was trying to like make everything fit, and I was like, oh God. And then all the sound as well is like
different things are peaking, because we don't normally film with like lapel mics, but because we wanted to follow Lauren around, I had a lapel mic on that I was like getting close to her with, so we'd be able to capture her. Anyways, it's speaking all over the place, but like, oh my God, what a good experience.
It was so awesome. Yeah. It was so good. The pigs were so freaking cute.
I know.
Oh my God, the pigs were
Their
so good.
Their little faces. And I actually didn't notice, like, it was fun to watch it back, because like when I was kind of like occupied with like finding the food to give them, but like their little faces when we're feeding them.
Yeah, they were so happy.
And their little tails wagging.
Yeah, and some of them were super outgoing and were like right up in your face and like, give me more, give me more. But then there was another one that was in the vlog that was like way off on its own. And there were probably some other ones that were like too shy to come come
Oh,
up.
wasn't there one as well that like you fed it? I don't think this made it into the vlog, but you fed it, took its food away.
It ran away to the other side of the yard, like so fast. It was kind of there, like it kind of went around the tree, but we didn't. Whoever was filming it didn't keep filming it as it went, but it like booked it across and then ate the little piece of watermelon by itself. Actually, today I saw one of my tattoo artists that I follow, or not one of the tattoo artists that I follow in Toronto had an opening for tomorrow, and was like, let me know what you want, whatever. And so I messaged her, but I messaged her too slow because she didn't respond. But I was thinking like, oh, what would I get? And I was thinking I'd get like a little potbelly pig with spots with a watermelon, eating a watermelon.
So cute.
I thought that would be cute, but oh well.
A little sweetie.
Maybe next time. But I thought that was, the pigs were so cute. I just wanted to like squish their bellies. They were adorable. And yeah, what was the name of the pig that escaped from the transport truck?
I don't remember right now.
But we are shown a pig that escaped off of a transport truck when it was younger, and it is now the age, it's 6 months old now, and pigs are usually taken away to be killed at 6 months or like 250 pounds whenever they, I guess, meet those requirements. And it's really interesting because I showed pictures and footage to someone I know in the food industry, and they're like, that pig isn't big enough to be killed yet. And I was thinking, and in the moment, like, oh, well, maybe I got the information wrong. But in hindsight, I'm like, oh, he's probably just not being, like, fed.
Oh, like forced.
Yeah, like a crazy amount to reach a certain size at a certain point.
That pig is interesting to watch because you can sort of tell how intelligent he is.
His eyes were very human.
So calm, and just, like, observant.
Yes.
In a way that when I watched it back, because we always do an approval with our videos. When I watched it the first time, I was like, I cannot imagine eating one of those ever again.
No.
And I don't know how anyone could watch that. And
yeah. Same with the cow, Norman. What a sweetie pie.
If you didn't catch it, because I liked the thing you put it, the little face thing. But so what was happening with Norman is he's like a needy pet where he wants all the visitors' attention. So if you walk away, because he's in they're all sort of separated in these huge pens, and he's in one right now by himself, but there's another cow that once the cow's big enough, that cow's going to go in the pen too and be his friend. And I think he does get friends like during the day when he can be supervised, but
pigs and sheep will go visit him.
He'll push them around. So he was, at that time he was by himself, and every time we would like move away from his pen, he would yell because he wanted our attention.
There's at the very end, one, I think it was Mike was filming him, and then he moved away to like get a shot of the sheep going up to the sign of the Charlotte's Sanctuary, and he yelled at him for like moving away. It's so cute. You guys have to watch it. It's such a fun, just eye bleach. The baby cow. That's another one.
I love the shot that, I don't know which of the boys filmed that shot of the cow, but like hearing the still of the cow and hearing Lauren's voiceover of why he is orphaned essentially, and like why he even needed to be saved is like really moving. So I'm gonna cut that actually and put it on IGTV, I think, and a few other moments.
Like the one where you get attacked.
Where I get attacked. Also when I'm doing Oprah's favorite things. And you get a watermelon.
So sweet.
Also, it was really fun. You guys watch my TikTok that I made? I did it by DJ Khaled, because I spent about an hour making that TikTok.
It's beautiful.
And it's gotten like 35 views on TikTok.
TikTok is such a fickle mistress.
Sometimes we'll get 50,000 views, and sometimes I spend an hour in a TikTok.
It's true. And then nothing comes of it. Okay, sick.
Okay, the only thing I want to say about pop culture is that Billie Eilish has a new album.
She sure do.
And the song Happier Than Ever is, in my opinion, the song of the year. Part 2. It's in 2 parts. Well, it's not in 2 parts. It's that the beginning of the song is very different than the second half. And the second half is fire.
Ooh. I have to listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet.
It's crazy. The music video, I don't know about, though.
What's in the music video? What happens?
Disappointed me. Basically, she's just like, in the beginning of the song, it's like one vibe, and then the second part of the song is like more chaotic, and she's like on her house essentially gets she's in a house, and then when her feelings start to like come up, she water starts to seep in, and then she sort of drowns in it, and then she comes to the top of the house and is performing from the roof in the second half of the music video.
Oh.
But I don't know. There was something about it that I just felt it wasn't jiving with the song for me.
Oh.
It wasn't giving me the same power. I felt that it was taking away from the power of the song in a weird way.
Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah. She's been having some controversies recently. But yeah.
I think she's very young.
Yeah.
And I think that it's fair to criticize things that people do, but I think there's been some like cancel culture around her that I don't know if it's fair.
And she's vegan.
Yeah. Love that. Okay, we're going to get into the news section, but before we do, for the games section, we want you to kind of tell us what you want. We love the BuzzFeed quizzes.
The BuzzFeed is...
But we've done those 2 weeks in a row, so we don't have to. We also love Book of Questions.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or Siblings Are Dating. Let us know.
Let us know.
What you want. Okay.
We're going to get into the news.
Interesting vegan news. So, okay, our first one is an article about the possibility of vegans being exempt from COVID vaccine policies. So this is, I think, specific to the UK. That companies, and I think companies all over the world, are deciding if they want their employees to be vaccinated or not, if that's going to become a requirement. I know in the States and Canada, that's not a super popular opinion, and we're not really seeing that rolling out here in the province that we live in, Ontario. But they're talking about specifically the UK here, and how because some vegans wouldn't consider the vaccine to be vegan because it had to be tested on animals. We are, of course, both vaccinated, and sort of think it's an extenuating circumstance.
Yeah.
Because humans dying is also really bad, and I feel like not vegan if they can be saved. So it'll just be interesting. But what they're saying here is that veganism could be considered an exemption, similar to like a religious exemption, if they don't believe that
interesting
getting the vaccine is coherent with their lifestyle choice.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
I feel like there's a lot of discussion to be had about
certainly
about all facets of vaccination and not vaccination. I believe in vaccination, but like in terms of like what governments are like vaccine passports and what governments are able to
enforce on their population. It's true. I think this is really interesting, and I wonder if it's going to result in a lot of new vegans.
Yeah. We're getting Book of Questions. Siblings are dating. Siblings are dating.
Siblings are dating.
Siblings are dating. Book of Questions. Okay, we'll see. Keep them coming.
So yeah, I think this is really interesting, and not something I would have expected, but I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like an ideology that people have.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let us know what you think in the comments. We want to hear about it. Okay, should we move to the next one?
Gord.
We can't talk today.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look at this guy.
Look at this
guy. He's said a lot. He's talked a lot of shit.
Really in fact, our very first live was trying his vegan steak that was made out of eggplant that everyone was...
And it wasn't good.
It was horrible.
It was slimy.
It was so bad. And this guy was talked a lot of shit about vegans.
Allergic to vegans.
Yeah.
He's cut dairy out of his diet. He's a Silk spokesperson. He says he's been cooking a lot more vegan. He says that it's because of his kids, which is cool. Ultimately, like, whether or not this is just Gord being thrown a ton of money or not, I think that this is good.
Yes.
Because it shows, like, other chefs that they can
change.
They can change their mind and they can adapt and they can... they don't have to, like, blindly glorify meat forever if they don't want to.
Yeah, that's so true. And he was like so anti-vegan that it shows that you can really go from one end to the other.
And Mary says, I cannot with him, LOL. Pablo says he came a long way, ...
It's such a strong choice.
Gordon Ramsay is not on my good side. Personally. You guys hate Gord.
Oh my god, it's such an oof because it's like so recent. I mean, it's good. but it's still an oof because like so recently he was like vegans are terrible, and I guess technically just the milk isn't like a fully vegan thing. He's not vegan now. He just doesn't consume dairy. But it's definitely a strong choice.
It's kind of funny. Like, I think it's kind of funny, like, on Silk's part to get him as a spokesperson. Because it's, like, how much... I don't know. Like, it's funny to me.
It is.
I'm happy about it because it may encourage other chefs. Yeah. I don't think there's any way it's really a bad thing for veganism.
No, definitely not. It is funny, though.
It's fucking funny.
It's very funny. On to the next story. Gordon. Oh my god.
And on a high note, humanity has used all of Earth's resources for the year, and it's only July.
Uh-oh.
World Overshoot Day. There's not really much to say about this except what's exactly in the title. Mm-hmm. And all I really have to say about this is that I hope more people continue to go vegan because it is the strongest choice that an individual can make to positively impact the environment at this point.
It's true. Go vegan. ASMR channel now. Go vegan.
It's just subliminal messaging.
Oh. Yeah. Oh my god, the rainforest. They talked about the rain. We talked about that in the last one.
Yeah.
Climate change could be 5 times deadlier than COVID-19, warns Bill Gates.
I mean, yeah. Bill.
So that's a sad update.
So that's sad time.
Pretty sad.
I think it's surprising that to be exempt from vaccines for being vegan. I feel like not many vegans would be anti-vax, but who knows? There's definitely a cohort, for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of, especially when you get into like, I don't want to like be stereotyping, but like
organic health
vegans. Like essential oil raw vegans.
Yeah, there's an intersection there for sure.
Yeah, where they think that it's like they're like all natural. They think that, you know, food is medicine, which it is in a lot of cases, but it's like they think it's like the only medicine.
Yeah. And there's belief about and I'm not educated enough on the topic to say whether it has foundation, but like animal hormones, like fear hormones impacting your own fear hormones. Like I've had a friend in the past who believed that.
Oh.
Again, I know nothing of that. So
yeah,
I know nothing of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there's an intersection of like anti-vaxxers in the vegan community for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, Greta was going in on these on the Next thing. I'm a mess today. It's fine.
Emily says, "Ooh, yes, the natural health vegans." And like, I don't know. That opens up the whole like, who's a vegan and who's like following a plant-based diet kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Which I mean, that's kind of easy to define. If it's like are you doing it for the animals? Do you buy leather?
Yes. Do you use cruelty-free products and things like that? Next on the docket is Coke vegan. What?
Okay, so this one gets into at the bottom. Coke is vegan, but there were some surprising ingredients in a lot of common sodas that are not vegan.
Oh.
And if we go below, it talks about how there is a fish-derived gelatin that is in a number of sodas. And if you go down, it lists which ones. So, yeah, the brand's full list of products containing animal products are... I've never heard of this. Lilt. I've never heard of Kia Orange. We don't have as many of these things in Canada.
Yeah.
We tend to have less, like, processed food options than the States does.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Kia Orange Squash,
tonic
Schweppes
water?
Indian tonic water.
Do the Americans recognize any of these? I don't know.
Honest lemon and honey.
I think
cacao.
I feel like that might just be glaceau. Might just be
glaceau?
Smelled wrong, like glacier.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Costa coffee. Oh, Costa's
is a British chain of coffee.
Yeah.
And then down below it says which ones are vegan.
Ah. There's the vegan ones.
So those ones I recognize most of those names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
But yeah, just like things you don't think about.
Yeah, there's always something, huh? They always sneak something into some random stuff and then you don't know about until some random person goes, "Didn't you just heard that whatever is not vegan?" And then you're like, "Oh, well, good to know."
Okay, and then ending on a high note. So Berkeley is Berkeley in California?
Yes,
I think so. So Berkeley becomes the first U.S. city to commit to vegan meals. So basically, they're saying in any like city-run program or like in any like City of Berkeley facilities, they are going to be committing to more vegan meal programming and trying to eliminate animal products.
Amazing.
Which is amazing, and we hope that more companies, more organizations, municipalities, etc., move in this direction, because I think it's kind of like how can you have like an environmental agenda? Like how can you, and every company does, they're like, how can we go more green? Like these are the steps we're gonna take.
Yeah.
And I used to work for a hotel chain, the largest hotel chain in the world. And they did, but they had like this green committee, but it was so surface level. Like it was like, we're switching out the straws for paper, but then it's like, what are you serving in your like staff cafeteria? Like no vegan options.
Yeah. And
your restaurant menu has one vegan option.
Yeah. Fools. That was so silly, because I worked there for a brief period as well, and the staff cafeteria was like, so I was so excited about it, but whenever I would go, there was rarely a vegan option. Yep. Which was really disappointing. It was like rice. I'd have like rice and spring mix.
And like like sliced tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like not really nutritionally gonna get me through my shift super well. Yeah. But
they've got a lot of thoughts coming.
Oh.
I have a friend who got berated by one of those people when he said that we had vegan cheese and meat. She doesn't put fake chemicals in her mouth. And yeah. I don't recognize any of those, but I also don't drink soda.
Yeah, same.
I feel like if people knew there was fish gelatin in their soda, they wouldn't drink it. Yeah. Yeah, that's you want to live? True. Oh, you want to live in Berkeley, Pablo? I was like, you want to live in America because of the sodas, Pablo? Because of the sodas? Not a good. Don't go there for that reason. Yes, Berkeley. That's amazing. It is
super cool. Super duper cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
That's our news
for the week. I'm feeling low energy today.
You got any news? What's the best thing that happened to you this week?
Yeah, tell us. What is your exciting news from the week, dear friends?
What was the conclusion on... Okay, we've got...
on the game?
I think it's Book of Questions.
I think Book of Questions, too. I'll get it pulled up. Right here.
What happened to you this week, friends? Yeah, I had a conversation with a new acquaintance who was kind of talking about... I don't know, they're not vegan, but they are wanting to transition. And they were kind of being like... Why not? Like, why not just like make food that's like real vegetables? Like, why does it have to be like Beyond Meat and like look like meat? Like, why can't it just be a vegetable? And I was kind of like,
you do that at home?
Let's just have all the options, man. Yeah. Like, I basically said to him that like, as long as it doesn't harm an animal, I do not care. Like,
yeah, so true.
Eat your Beyond Meat burgers, eat your raw veggies if you want.
Yeah.
Just vibe. Do what you want.
Yeah, but if you want to make... Yeah. I think that that's interesting. Like, just making... What does he mean by that, I guess? Because you can make those things at home. And I think that's why they don't sell products just as, like, this is what do you call it? An eggplant steak. This is an eggplant steak being sold here. Because I think it would just go bad right away. Because vegetables, when they're processed a little bit, and by processed, I mean, like... cut
well no I don't think that's what he was saying. I think that he just meant, I think he was trying to relate and sort of he was trying to put down processed meats and being like, why do we have to make things look like meat? Why can't we just have vegetables? Right. And it was sort of like sure, but like why? Well, let's just have all the things.
Yeah 100%. Yeah, it's pretty interesting when we talk about like not hyper but like really like processed foods, I guess, when we talk about Beyond Meat burgers and stuff like that. Because I don't really think, a lot of the times there's a lot of misconceptions around like tofu or seitan or things that I wouldn't really consider very processed, but people see it as a new thing, not something that has existed for hundreds of years, and they think that it is like a hyper processed food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always interesting to have those kind of conversations.
Terry, here for an ethical time, not a long time.
Yeah.
Enjoy food all day.
Oh,
Yeah, like that's the thing. So Mary says you booked a vacay for Colorado. Cool. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do there?
Fun. Hang out in the mountains.
What are you looking forward to most?
Yeah.
I found a new recipe for a chili. I love making chili. I make it all the time.
So good. And Emily says, I think there's tension about meat substitutes being realistic.
Yeah.
So true. And we've had moments before when we've had something that's too realistic and we get kind of nervous.
Yeah.
We're like, are we sure this is vegan?
I think when people talk about food, though, it's so subjective. Like, for me to say that I don't like one thing, someone else might like it. And why can't we just have all the options?
a thing.
Like, it's totally cool if you don't like Beyond Meat.
Yeah, 100%.
And someone else does.
Yeah.
Because I think there's so many there's just so many conversations, and I understand why, because people want to know, like, what cheese should I buy, like, what cheese is good, but then it's like, you don't like the cheese that I like.
No.
So, and that's not to say that either of us is wrong. It's just, yeah.
Personal preference makes a big difference.
Yep. Okay.
My doctor's correct. All right, let's do some questions, friends. We need numbers between like 0 and like 1,000, 1,001.
Yeah.
So send us some numbers, put it in the chat, and then we'll get some convos going here with these questions. Very exciting.
Yes.
Exciting stuff.
I'll pick one for you to start with.
Okay.
Let's do 99.
99. Here we go. Okay. Question 99.
You are driving late at night in a safe but deserted neighborhood when a dog suddenly darts in front of your car. Though you slam on the brakes, you hit the animal. Would you stop to see how injured the animal was? If you did so and found that the dog was dead but had a name tag, would you contact the owner?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
This is funny. This is a funny question just because it's sort of the same so we were just reacting to an Earthling ad reaction.
Oh, yeah.
And this person that he was debating was throwing out like really absurd like what if situations, which omnivores love to do. And hit the one. I can't wait for you guys to watch it. He's like, what if the aliens came to Earth? Do you think that the rhinos would be able to save us from the aliens? No. And that means that humans are above animals.
Oh my God.
And it's like, I'm sorry, the rhino alien war?
It's so absurd. So I think this one here is like a strong yes, of course. Okay, we have another number. We got 646. Here we go.
We're moving
and going. Where is the number? Oh, what the heck? Why does it only go to 200?
Oh, it only goes to 200. So do a 146 instead. Then. Okay.
146. Where are you? 146.
Where are you?
Here we go. Okay. If you knew a thermonuclear holocaust would occur in precisely 20 years and no one would survive it, how would you change your present life?
It doesn't seem that different from our current reality, considering the overshoot day. I would... It's hard. It's so hard because you want to say that you would like live like each day was your last.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like, because that's how I like to look at my life now too. It's like, what can I do today that in some way will like move my goals forward?
Yes.
But also you have to rest too to be able to do that. Like in order to like go hard and like do X amount of things in a day, I do have to sometimes take that day to like watch Netflix for 4 hours.
100%.
And I'm a big believer in that. Like I've said to Taylor before, like when you've been super like burnt down out and like I don't want to do anything, I've been like literally don't do anything today.
Yeah.
Just like be so lazy. Be the most lazy. Be the best at being lazy. And then literally in like 5 hours, you're going to be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I have to do something now.
Yeah.
So that's my philosophical advice, to be the best lazy you can be.
Amazing. I think that I would probably, I don't know. I feel like my impulse is like I'd go live in the mountains, but like it's 20 years.
But it doesn't. Why would you live in the mountains though? Why? What do you mean?
Just to like be like away and appreciate the earth as much as I can.
But what about all the people that might influence your life and that like...
It's true. I definitely wouldn't want to be like isolated 100%. But I think, I don't know, there's just something about being in nature that just like...
What if you could... I don't know.
But that's also, it could change. It's 20 years. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. All right. We're moving on. 157.
If you could spend the next 2 years inside a small but fully provisioned Antarctic shelter with one other person, whom would you like to have with you? It can't be Shane. Pick someone who's not Shane.
I already spent 2 years inside a small but fully provisioned shelter.
We are near the Arctic, sort of.
Yes. Who would I pick?
It can be anyone.
Anyone? Who would I pick?
Who would I pick?
Anyone at all? Oh my god.
I feel like I would pick like there was a guy who used to have a crush on me that I would only pick him because he's literally a professional explorer. Like he literally would be able to survive that no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he would gather berries and stuff. Like that's why I would pick him like strategically.
I see. But it's fully provisioned, so you don't have to worry about survival. You're just in
have
isolation
to enjoy someone's company.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I volunteer someone for you?
Yeah, sure.
Earthling Ed.
Sure.
Right?
A delight.
I ship them. I don't know who I would pick. My first impulse is just to pick Shane, and then we just like hang out and have a good time. But maybe I could take this time to like surround, because you know how you are the product of the 5 people you most spend your time with. So maybe it's just someone that I have to kind of, whose life I want in a sort of, in a way. Yeah. But I should know who that is off the bat, but I guess maybe I need to look into that some more. I think it's good to have people that you like their, what they've done and then kind of trace it backwards, which I have not really done in a long time. So I don't really know who it would be. But that is actually, that's awakened something in me, and I'm going to look into that now. Okay, we got 27. And answer along with us. If you have answers, who would you be isolated with in an Antarctic shelter? Let us know. Is it Earthling Ed? It probably is. Or one of us.
If God appeared to... I feel like we've answered this.
I think so too. Oh, we have answered this one already.
We have. If God appeared to you in a series of vivid and moving dreams and told you to leave everything behind, travel alone to the Red Sea and become a fisherman, what would you do? I would tell him that I'm a vegan and I can't.
Yep.
That's unethical, God.
100%.
That's my answer.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
What if you were told to sacrifice... This is exactly the structure of every omnivore's absurd question. And then the follow-up, what if you were told to like, what? How does this relate to the first part?
It's just Bible stuff, I guess. Like, just going back to, like, what God has apparently been asking people before. Okay, we got 47.
Oh, Terry would want to be with Joaquin. Fair.
Ooh. King Joaquin.
Okay. Where are we at? 47.
47. You have the power to go any distance into the future, and after 1 year, return to the present with any knowledge you have gained from your experience, but no physical objects. Would you make the journey if it carried a 50% risk of death?
100%.
Whoa.
I do fear that, has anyone seen Umbrella Academy, that I would like jump into the future like 5, and then it would be like the apocalypse, and I would only have a mannequin to hang out with, and then I would come back as like my age now, because he comes back and he's like a 12-year-old boy still, and his brothers and sisters are all in their 30s. But the mannequin kills me. Also, our friend Evelyn has a mannequin on their patio that makes me think of, I can't remember the character. Remind me of the mannequin's name if anybody knows what her name is. I 100% would. I think time travel would be so freaking cool.
I don't think I would. I think I just want to like live my life. I appreciate your ambition, and I hope that when you come back, we can like talk about it in an Antarctic, well-provisioned shelter. Yeah. Kitty Lover says, I would not do with Gordon Ramsay, that's for sure. Yeah, he'd just be cooking you meat things and then like making fun of you for not eating meat.
You guys have never reacted to anything as strongly as us putting Gordon Ramsay on the screen.
It was hilarious. I love that.
Do you guys want us to react to Gordon Ramsay videos?
Ooh,
we could.
We can.
I didn't like the one that we did of him and Madeleine Petsch because it was so staged.
Yeah, yeah. But now it's like even more relevant, especially with his advocacy now, or no, his spokesmanship of the Silk brand. I think it's even funnier to go back and revisit all the times that he was like mean to vegans.
We also had an idea while we were shooting what we were shooting today, to do like a supercut of all the absurd arguments that omnivores have thrown out in videos we've reacted to. So like Steve from the Jubilee video being like, the wildcats on the trails, would you shoot them? And then like the aliens and the rhinos. Like, I just want to
There's just so many supercut, and then I think that would be hilarious. Okay. Pablo would time travel.
Okay. Good to know, Pablo. I'll hit you up.
Emily says, I wouldn't want to time travel to the future. Team no travel. Kitty Lover says yes. And then Mary says, you must.
They're all, okay, guys, I know who to call.
You have a team. Yeah. You have a team. Pablo says, I'm so curious how the world will be changed. Yeah, right? Imagine you go to the future and it's all just like messed up. Or you go and it's all fixed. Yeah. And then you come back and then you have the answer. And then what if you go to the future and you're the god because you were the one who came back and were like, hey,
or everyone would think you're crazy.
Oh, true. How do you get someone to believe you?
They'd be like, fake news.
I'm sure someone would believe you, but probably not enough people. Maybe the CIA. Probably like some intelligence agency that knows that this technology exists.
This is like the plot of Manifest, which I talked about last week, which is not a very good show, but I'm going to watch at least the first season all the way through, because they come back. Well, they don't really come back. They just jump through the future and they don't know what's happening.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, if by having a 2-inch by 2-inch tattoo you could save 5 lives and prevent a terrorist attack, would you do so? If you were allowed to select the location and design, where would you have it, and what would the design be? I think this is an obvious yes.
Yeah.
This book is old though; it's from the 80s.
And I feel like it has a Christian POV, because there's a question in here that's like, if your friend had AIDS, like HIV, would you still be friends with them? Like, it's like without a doubt.
Of course. What are you talking about? Yeah, but yeah. So this is a yes. Yeah. This is a strong yes. But you don't. You're not a tattoo person.
I don't want tattoos, but of course I would get a tattoo.
Right, to save 5 lives. And prevent a terrorist attack. Like, how?
It wouldn't take much to make me get a tattoo. Like, if you even like gave me $10,000, I would get a tattoo.
Yeah. It's so interesting because it's like, imagine being the person who would go, absolutely not. Yeah. Absolutely not. Let them die. Let the building be demolished.
Yeah, I will not put that on my body. Like, I will not desecrate my body with.
Yeah, what the
Ben
hell?
Shapiro would not.
Ben Shapiro, certainly not. Ben Shapiro, of course, would not.
I would get it on my butt, because it would be hidden, and my butt is very fat, so it won't hurt very much.
Marley has a wonderful butt.
It's where my fat collects, and it would shield me from the pain.
Amazing. What would it be?
Oh, I liked your idea of the pig and the
watermelon
to pay homage,
so
or Boots. Just a picture of Boots at her most obese.
Oh, come so far.
Yeah.
What would I get? I'd probably get anything, really. They could just like someone could scribble something on a piece of paper. I'd be like, there it is.
Yeah.
I have like 30 ideas, so I don't really think.
Okay, so yes, a ridiculous omnivore supercut. No travel. Too many people I care about here right now. Fair. I would get my whole body to save as many as I can.
Yes, me too.
It would be a long gore tattoo on my left leg.
Of course. Okay, that was fun. Do we have any more numbers? Let's do 12, because that's the number of people watching. For another one. This is fun. Oh, also, I don't know if we talked about Honey's ice cream before, but I managed to go recently, and it was amazing. So if anyone's from Toronto or is visiting Toronto soon, you have to go to Honey's. It's on Dundas, like kind of close to Dundas and Ossington. Yeah. And you have to have their peanut butter cup.
I have a pint of it in my freezer and a pint of the cookie dough.
Ooh, oh my god, I really want to try the cookie dough. The thing is though that I don't usually eat sugar, and so I have been eating it on the daily, and I have a couple new pimples on my face, which makes me sad. Yeah. But it's okay. I'm willing to eat this whole pint this week, and then I won't have any more for a long time. Yeah. So it's worth it. Okay, if you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the body or the mind of a 30-year-old for 60 years of your life, which would you want? The body or the mind?
The mind.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think you kind of can. I think when you get old, like, it's really important because a lot of old people get isolated in their old age, and then your mind starts to go. So like for me, I'm committed to making sure that I'm like in a community or like I have a partner, or once my partner passes away, that I make sure I don't isolate myself, and trying to do like mind exercises and things to keep my brain sharp. So I would like, I don't, our whole culture has like this fear of aging that I think is just like, it's unnecessary. Like people age, like it's natural, and like it's fine to not look like a child forever.
Yeah, you're so right. You're so right.
Definitely the mind.
My first impulse was the body, but now hearing you say that, I'm definitely gonna say mind. I think mind too. What are y'all thinking? So you're saying I get a free tattoo and save lives? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I can't even imagine. Like I guess Ben Shapiro's the only person who would. In Catholicism, is it like bad to get tattoos?
I have no idea.
I know in Judaism, it's you can't get buried in certain cemeteries.
They didn't
if you have
talk
tattoos.
about that at Catholic school. They didn't talk about tattoos. Wow. I don't know if it's in the Bible. If anyone knows, like if it's to like desecrate your skin, I don't know.
Yeah. Let us know.
Mom
if you
says
do
she
know.
wants ice cream. Well, Carrie, you're coming here on Wednesday or something.
We do have a yeah, we can get it after we move everything on the truck, maybe. And then maybe we can also, because we have a freezer, what's it called? A cooler. I don't know if it'll last super long, because it's a 4 hour, it's a long drive.
Well, but it's cashews, right? It's not dairy. So.
Yeah, you're right. It won't go bad, but I'm just wondering if it'll, like, affect the integrity of the ice cream moving forward. I don't know. Let me know what you think, mother. Body personally, because my mind would go if I couldn't go out and do everything. Oh yeah,
that's interesting.
Being physically strong enough to like take care of yourself and do things. Mine, no question. Mom, I will eat your ice cream for you. Kitty lover, yeah, good point, Marley. The body to be still kind of fit enough to do everything I want to do. Another great point. Emily says, my mind too. I love having an aging body. LOL. I'm getting gray hair and love it. I personally would love to have a full head of gray hair. I would save a lot of money.
One day. Can we do one stupid BuzzFeed quiz?
Yes,
before we call this stream. I just think they're so dumb. I think they're funny.
Okay, does anyone have a BuzzFeed quiz suggestion, or do you have one in mind? Or we just want to wander?
I just want to pick. I'm gonna pick the stupidest one I see.
Okay.
Yeah,
the croissant or pretzel. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't take long at all to find a stupid quiz.
Wait,
on BuzzFeed.
no, go back. I think I saw a better one. I'm sorry. I think I saw a better one. Make a batch of cupcakes and we'll reveal your soulmate's name.
Okay.
We always do the dating ones because they're funny.
Okay, first choose your cupcake flavor. I think I know.
Chocolate, yeah.
Yeah. Which of these fillings do you want?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Now for my favorite part, choose the frosting.
Chocolate.
Okay. Chocolate. Now for toppings.
Sprinkles.
Okay, sprinkles. How about another topping?
Peanut butter cups.
Ooh, yum. I love peanut butter cups, and I'm happy that there's a vegan option in this ice cream. Okay. Who are you sharing it with?
Just me, myself, and I.
Honestly, yeah. Come on. Emily or Chris?
I'm glad that they...
Yeah, that it's inclusive.
Yeah. Emily or Chris?
Are
you out there? Are you watching?
Hello.
Okay, let's do the other one because that one was really fast. Let's do the croissant or pretzel.
Okay, I'll do this one.
Yeah.
What do you think? Am I a croissant or a pretzel?
I think you're a croissant.
I would love to be a croissant. Okay. Vanilla or chocolate? Chocolate, ham or cheese? Vegan ham or cheese. I guess.
What a strange ham or cheese.
Yeah. That one has a croissant in it. Fries or chunky chips? Fries? Chunky chips? Like wedges?
Yeah.
Fajitas or burritos? Burritos. Caramel cookies or chocolate chip cookies? Chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Brown bread or white bread? Brown bread. I'm a pretzel.
You're calm, quiet, and content with your life. You can become quite twisted up in the wrong things, but you always find your way out. What? I love BuzzFeed quizzes. They're so stupid. Can you imagine like taking any stock in these and like thinking that these
yeah, you're like,
oh, anything.
I'm a pretzel. Oh my god. Okay, should we do one more?
Yeah, I think so.
I love BuzzFeed quizzes. What are you guys saying? I'll eat it on my way home. LOL, mama sacrifice. Thanks, mom. All right. I'm actually kind of devastated that I'm a pretzel. build your own Disney family to find out how old your soul really is. This is absurd. Okay, choose a mom.
Kala for sure.
Okay.
She was so sweet.
She was a sweetie. Pick a dad.
Marlon. He's such a good dad. He crossed the ocean. Choose a sister. I don't know some of these.
Do you want me to explain? Melody
is Ariel's daughter. I don't know who Violet is.
Oh, Violet's from the super oh my god, what's the name of the family? Elastigirl is in it. It's Incredibles.
Oh, okay.
She's the invisible girl.
I feel like Melody.
Melody?
Yeah.
All right. Pick a bro.
Andy.
He seemed like a nice guy. And your wise Disney grandparent?
Carl.
Aww. Kind of grumpy.
Yeah.
Okay, pick a cool older cousin.
Oh, Megara. I dressed as Megara once for Halloween as a kid.
Ooh.
Pretty cute. I was really mad because my parents, it's cold here in Canada, obviously.
Yeah.
And my parents made me wear like a leotard. They didn't even make me wear a coat. Like my parents were like kind enough to like spend the money on getting like a bodysuit to put under my costume so I didn't ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still pissed that I couldn't just wear
my
costume the way I wanted.
Yeah, that's the thing about being a Canadian and having Halloween as a child. Your costume's always ruined because you're wearing a giant coat.
But like to be honest, global warming has changed that, and I don't think it's as cold now.
Oh,
but
really?
when we were kids, it was like really cold.
Especially because we'd watch like Disney Channel where they were like running around in their California winters.
Yeah.
And then where we are, it was like snowing outside, and you would freeze if you. Okay, you have to pick a pet now.
I like the look of that raccoon. I do.
All right.
Looks like Piper. I am 5 to 10 years old.
Oh, you are not an old soul. You are young at heart with a wild imagination and thirst for adventure. You have a tremendous amount of energy and never back down from something exciting.
Thanks, BuzzFeed.
Thanks, BuzzFeed.
Okay, guys, I think we are coming to the end here.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions.
These defined me when I was an infant. Yeah, they shaped who you are.
Yeah, just the core of your personality is shaped around BuzzFeed quizzes. There are only two kinds of people: pretzels or croissants. Are you a pretzel or a croissant? I need to know. Everyone, tell me. Incredibles, Coda, OMG, I love Brother Bear. Brother Bear was so good. Brother Bear actually had a quiz on it where you figured out what your totem was. And I always got the salmon, but I wanted the wolf. But I always got the salmon.
So next week, we will not be here on Monday.
No, yeah.
Well, we will never be live streaming.
Yes, we will never be here ever again.
But we will be unavailable next Monday. Yes. So we'll be back the Monday after that, remotely, I think. Yeah. Then you're back in Toronto the week after that, I think.
Yes.
So we'll be together for that one. Because we are teaching a YouTube camp that week. And you're coming to stay in the city. So we'll probably be live streaming from my house on that day. So yeah, next week, we won't be on the internet. We won't be on the internet at this time next week is what I mean. We will never be in this physical location again. But yeah, we will be back live streaming 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
We have so many videos coming out in the next couple weeks.
Many, yeah.
We've got a reaction coming out on Wednesday. We've got part 2 of the vlog coming out on the next Monday. Another reaction coming out on Wednesday. Lots of content.
Lots of stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
Everyone, okay. Mary's saying she's joining me in the pretzel life. And then Pablo says croissant for sure. I would agree. Pablo gives me big croissant energy.
They're crying. They're sad.
Aww.
I'm sad too, guys.
But the future's bright. This is not the end. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week, a wonderful evening, and we will see you not next week live, but the week after.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
Yeah, it is.
Physically where we'll be, but also on the internet where we'll be transcending our bodies.
Transcending our bodies.
Anyway. And as always... Vegan Yums. Wow. We made it work in the end.
We did it.
Bye, guys. Thank you for coming.
Bye.